Get ready for a dramatic World War II action-adventure from producer George Lucas. Hi, I'm Nancy J. with the Celebrity Spotlight on Red Tails. It's 1944, and the Pentagon calls the first African-American fighter pilots into action under the guidance of Colonel A.J. Bullard.
Bandits! Hundreds of them! 6 o'clock!
It's got German markings.
Let's get them! Where are the damn fighters going?
Is there anything left of our escort? Mayday! Mayday! Prepare to bail out!
Our boys are getting cut to shreds.
I need pilots who will put the bombers ahead of themselves.
When we came under your command, Colonel, you stated very clearly that we would never find Negroes who could pass a pilot's exam, make it through flight school, survive basic combat. We've done all of that.
I don't believe your boys have scored a single aerial kill.
It's damn hard to shoot down the enemy 100 miles behind the front lines.
What we do, how well we do it, does it matter?
And you all thought what?
You'd sign up, and that'd be the end of 100 years of bigotry. Get your head up, son. You're fighter pilots.
We have a right to fight for our country, the same as every other American. We will not go away.
I can't afford the kind of losses my bombers have been suffering. Can you help save lives?
If you get us new planes, we can help your boys.
Nothing's difficult.
Everything's a challenge.
Through adversity to the stars.
From the last plane, to the last bullet, to the last minute, to the last man, we fight!
We fight!
We fight!
We fight!
We fight!
We fight!
At all costs, you protect the heavies.
Fighters, 4 o'clock. Stay with the bombers.
One bomber, that's 10 men. We count our victories by the bombers we get to their targets. By the husbands we return to their wives. By the fathers we get back to their children.
Come on, Junior, fail!
These guys were unbelievable at what they did, and they had swagger and confidence at a time where it belied the situation they were living within. So, you know, and having some of them there with us while we were shooting in Prague and Croatia was just incredible, because you weren't doing this in a vacuum. You literally could look in their eyes and say, am I getting this right? Is this what it felt like? And they would steer you in the right direction. And so often what actually happened and the way it actually was transcended your own imagination. So to step into that was just an extraordinary experience.
When we were on the set and we watched the first P-51s get flown in, they brought in these 2 P-51s, and Roscoe and Archer was there, and I watched these 2 80-something-year-old men become 17, 18-year-old boys. As if they were watching it for the first time. And you could see that Roscoe wanted to go and get in that plane. He didn't like the fact that they just came in. He would describe how they would roll every chance they got. And that was like, you know, that's the heart, that's the enjoyment of this. And that's why moviegoers and audiences are loving this film, because when that plane takes off, you take off with that plane. When that chant goes off, you are a part of that chant. And next thing you know, you're shooting down the enemy and saving the country and saving the world.
Did they get it right, Dr.
I think they got it right. I think they got more than got it right. It showed the excitement of being a fighter pilot, showed the camaraderie, showed the struggle that we went through to be able to escort the bombers, and showed how well we did escort the bombers. It's a great story.
And I think that there are probably, in particular, young people who don't realize how segregated the military was at one point.
Maybe fortunately, most young people in America don't know how bad segregation was. They don't realize that somebody could tell you to the face, we don't hire Negroes here. Negroes can't enter here. And you couldn't do anything about it. It was reinforced by law in the South and by custom in the North. So that to show this movie leading to the desegregation of the military because of our outstanding record and the outstanding record of other black troops is very, very gratifying. And hopefully the message from this will be that excellence will overcome prejudice, that excellence makes it possible for the society to recognize what people can do rather than what they look like or who they pray to.
And you can say that the Tuskegee Airmen set off the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the fact that they weren't going to compromise in any way, shape, or form. I mean, at one point they had to fight the U.S. government to just hang on to their God-given rights. You know, so yeah, it's a great thing that they accomplished. Just doing what they felt was their duty.
What did you learn from this? I mean, in terms of not so much history, but just kind of an inside thing, maybe.
You know, with me, it's the pursuit of excellence. You know, when you go into a role, I try to find the things, like how can this film be built into a curriculum? How can we affect change now in 2012 with the lessons from 1941 through 4? And for me, the one thing that stood out about this is excellence. They pursued excellence in everything they did. And that's a colorless thing. If you pursue excellence in every layer of who you are, you're going to be successful. And you're going to do things that echo on way past your time of being here on Earth. And these men were, I mean, Dr. Roscoe Brown's valedictorian, starting off, valedictorian, he said all of us were. He said, well, we're the top of our class. You know what I mean? He said, we took the flight test, 99% out, 99, 100%. Some of the guys in the South had to take the test over because they did not believe that they had the capacity to be perfect on this test. So that's the one thing that I took from it into now. Same thing with my craft, into young people now. Look at these men. Look what they did in the face of adversity. Look at the adversity around you now. You can do these same things.
What a movie. Look for Red Tails in your real-time theater.